Essentials Moms. This is a notebook that's 1.5 inches, and we are using it this year for our Essentials Cycle 2 2019-2020 year. So the first thing is to have a 1.5 inch notebook with a slip cover in the front and back, and that's the front of your student resource packet printout, and then the back of it. These are the outward cues and tricks and suggestions for IEW when your child starts writing papers, which will start beginning in the beginning of the year, and then they build on it. Anyways, then in the inside we have 2 zipper pouches. One zipper pouch contains your colored pencils that are all labeled with what they are used for the child to underline the parts of decorations and dress-ups in their paper. And the next part is the zipper pouch for your marker, your eraser, and then your dice. And then you can also add in pencils and whatever else you want for your child to have in class. I would suggest at least a pen or a pencil or both. The next is the schedule, the combined schedule of the EEL and IEW, front and back, for all 24 weeks. Then the next page is the EEL scope and sequence chart. In the back of that page is the 8 parts of speech. Next, we have the EEL chart contents. So this will help us understand the chart. These are all found on the Learning Center from the portal. Most of them are anyways. Some of them are from CC Connected. Glossary of abbreviations is right here for EEL. Then we also have the analytical task sheet, which is the front and back of that. And then we have the quid et quo basic format, punctuation and usage. And then we have the essentials chart check off. This is a suggested way for the child to keep track of how many charts they do each week. For children who are very eager to complete more than 5 charts a week of each type, there are bonus charts. Charts to mark the charts for the bonus ones after the week 24. So those go there. And then our first tab, my tab dividers are clear. My first tab is math. So that's where you want to put your math information. Everyone will have a board slam board for class, and then at home they can take it home. And then you have your national number knockout formats here where you can make up your own equations. Your quick reference for the times table for kids that need a little bit of more of a cue, kind of a cheat sheet, if they need it. I feel like you cannot help your first years enough, and even some second years that may struggle in math. Then the next tab, the second tab, would be your charts. These are all of your EEL charts that you make copies of from your EEL guide. And we start with the A and the blank A, and then the B and the blank B, and so on and so forth. So you have all your charts in here. The last chart I have in here is the Q. So these are all your basic charts throughout the year. Then the third tab will be the dress-ups and word lists. These are taken right out of your SRP. Mine got water damaged, but that's okay. And then the next packet you take out of your SRP is the next tab, which is sentence openers. So you take that packet out and put it right in your notebook. I might put page protectors over these. I haven't decided yet. You can do what you want for your notebook. Decorations is the next section that you pull out of your SRP. That whole section can go right there because these we will utilize in class. The next portion will be the MLA and citation, and then I also put FOH on the tab because that's where you will keep your Faces of History, because you will need the MLA citation and all that for Faces of History. So we're going to kind of put that together in one section. This is a Cycle 2 Faces of History people suggestion sheet. And there are actually 3 pages that go with this, and it gives you the date ranges, the lifespan of them. So this will be suggestions for kids to choose from. I mean, they can choose elsewhere, but this is a really nice layout that someone worked really hard on. So thank you for whatever mom did that. This next tab is the 7th tab, and that is the composition checklist. These are all the copies of your composition checklist for all the papers that the kids will turn in. So that we start with lesson 2, and then we have lesson 4. And these are just to kind of attach to their papers. So they can check it themselves, and it goes through all the lessons that we cover in class. Then our last tab is, I just put essential scaling because that's what I have back here, but I'm also going to add some other things. Emily has her spelling words copied back here. She also has the source text lessons that we cover, like the keyword outlines and all like the source text sources that we read from to write the papers. So I thought that was a great idea. That way that everything's just like kind of in the notebook, and you can just grab it there or refer to it there. Anyways, I think this is a great notebook to use for the structure of this class, and you can also modify or do what you want, but these are just what we're doing and using. Thank you, ladies.